This is feedback for May on WR2. So a lot of good things. I like your topic sentences. It looks like you have most of the parts of your essay, including concluding sentences and points. A lot of good transition words. So a lot of good things. A few things that you need to work on. Format. So first thing, there shouldn't be this big space between your heading and your title. That should be deleted. It should, if anything, one space. And then you do need one space between your title and your main paragraphs. Also, you want to have it double spaced. So you need to highlight your body and then go up to double space it. Okay, so it should be double spaced, the whole essay, not just the first paragraph. Okay, if I'm gonna keep it not double spaced, so I can keep it all in the same screen, so you can see what I'm doing here. So things that you need to work on. Your thesis should be at the end. So here you start off your essay and your thesis is already at the beginning of the intro, and that is not where it goes. But I do like some of the sentences that you have in your intro. For example, some countries in the Gulf, or you say customs traditions or certain rules. That I like this definition that you give of customs traditions. I like how you say some countries in the Gulf allow women, but this is a difference right here. So this is kind of showing a difference, which is not good because it belongs in the body. So some countries in the Gulf allow women to be led and others are refused. Refuses to infringe women's rights. Women's rights enable empowerment. It's free powers in the modern world and industry. This is a pretty good sentence here. But maybe you should get rid of this sentence and kind of stick with ideas of talking about just defining what is Saudi Arabia, what is Kuwait, things like that. Topic sentences look pretty good, again. So where we need to work on is the points that you're making in these paragraphs. They're really unclear. So to make them more clear, you definitely need to add some examples and explanations. So for example, here you say Saudi is assistant to the needy, but Kuwait is submitting more. What does that mean? I don't understand what, I mean, I know what submitting more means, but I don't understand what that means in this context of saying, does that mean that Kuwait is more helpful to the needy? That's why a good explanation would be a good example right here. And maybe even using some different words here. But you need an example for example, you know, Saudi Arabia only helps 1,000 people or Kuwait helps 1,000,000 people. Something like that. And the same thing for the rest of these. Different that the Renaissance humanism, that sounds beautiful, but what does it mean? And which one is the Renaissance humanism? Is it Saudi or is it Kuwait? Saudi shows media expansion. Kuwait shows information awareness. What do you mean by that? You mean they have more media in Saudi and is only information awareness in Kuwait? I don't understand what that means. So giving an example and explanation would be very helpful. And the same thing with the rest of these. You really need to give examples and explain what you're trying to say here. So make those changes and then print it out and bring it on Thursday.